Hey guys, it's Ali here. I'm gonna make a short video today on a concept that I have found very useful to understand, especially when I have any sort of issues going on with my mind, meaning that my mind is behaving in a way that I don't like it to, and it's making me unhappy through what it's telling me. And so I'm gonna use Ayurvedic understanding of human physiology to explain to you how you can get out of this uncomfortable and undesired state of mind whenever it arises. So I'm going to draw our human here, and it's just going to be a stick figure with excessively long neck. I'm really not too good at this. And Ayurveda understands that on the densest level, our body is, our physical body, right? If you squeeze your muscle, if you squeeze your flesh, what you're squeezing is what is called annamaya kosha, or food body, your physical body. I'm just going to write it here. And this is the layer of the body that is affected by food intake. So it can be brought into balance by correct foods, or imbalanced by wrong foods or too much food. Now, the second layer is more subtle. And this layer is called Pranayama kosha, or the breath body, or energy body as well. So I'm just going to call it breath or energy body. And this body is nourished and brought into balance through breath and energy, and that can be movement, yoga, breath work, and so on. Now the third layer, which is the one we really are interested in here, is your mind. So it's your mental and emotional body. So Ayurveda understands that mind and emotions are intricately connected. So your mind impacts your emotional state impacts your mind. They put it into the same layer. And so whenever we're looking at uncomfortable states of mind, and that can be anxiety, it can be lethargy, it can be anger, it can be frustration, many things, right? We're looking at this sheath of your physiology, of your subtle physiology. And so what a lot of people do here is that when they are in this sort of state, they will try to use the very same layer of the body that is already unstable, already stuck, already erratic, to fix it. So you will try to think about how to solve the problem with your mind. Now, do you think that this can really solve the problem? It's a good question to ask. Einstein once said, "No problem can be solved in the same state of mind that created it." So what do we do here? Well, you got these other layers, and all of these layers affect one another. So to give you an example, right, if we look at the food body, annamaya kosha, if you overeat, what happens to your breath? It's harder to breathe. It feels more stuck. What happens to your mind? It's less sharp. You can't focus as much. Your thinking is likely slower, more lethargic, less optimistic. That's why fasting is so phenomenal. It decreases density in your food body, and as such, breath can expand more and mental faculty can expand more. So there are two other sheets here that I'm not going to talk about. It's the intuitive body and the bliss body. If anyone's interested to that, type Ayurveda koshas into Google. You'll get a ton of stuff. But I'm going to talk about what I find the most useful, and I think what's going to be most applicable for most people out there. And what we want to do is, instead of trying to fix the problem from this layer, we go one layer that's right next to it. And this is your breath body, your energy body. So what you want to do here is, instead of thinking about the problems that your mind created in the first place, is expand this mental body. So you release any sort of stuckness in it. And the easiest way to do that is to move your breath. So how do you activate your pranayama kosha, your breath body? Well, the easiest way is to do sort of exercise that moves breath. So exercising and movement are fantastic ways to do that. So You can simply go and do, 50 jumping jacks, or you can run on the spot a little bit, or you can, jump rope for a little bit. You can put music on and you can just dance for 5 minutes. You can go for a jog, you can go for a walk. Something that will move your physical and your breath body rather than staying stuck and stagnant in the body that's already imbalanced. So this is one option. The other option, if you can't do exercise for whatever reason, maybe you feel really exhausted or you're injured, you have breath work. So there are 2 exercises for breath work you can check out. If you type in Wim Hof, right, I'm just going to put it here. Many of you have heard of him, the Iceman. That's, if you put that into YouTube, you will find his video and you can try. That's quite an intense sort of exercise, but boy, will it move your pranayama kosha. And the other one that you can try if you want something more gentle is alternate nostril breathing. And, so close. And all of these, this is a gentler one, but helps balance your physiology, balance your nervous system. So it's also fabulous for that. So next time you find yourself in a mental state that you're not enjoying and it's making you unhappy, instead of overthinking that and getting yourself even deeper in the pattern that's already bringing you out of balance, go into your breath body, go into your physical body, go for a jog, move a little bit, do a yoga class, or do 10 minutes or 20 minutes of breath work. It can even be less, and I promise you that you will notice a very clear difference in your mind. I hope this was useful, and thank you for watching. I will see you very soon.